Watch the tournament live at octagon.tv.
Fighters, this is game changer fight. 3 round, 5 minute only fight rules. Fight active, fight fair. Touch gloves and go back, please. Ready? Ready? What's up? Fight!
The crowd is clearly behind him tonight, and this is one of those unexpected matchups that feels like a real game changer. Khajevand comes in after 2 straight knockout victories and now gets his shot against the number 2 contender. Right away, he shoots for the takedown, pressing his opponent against the fence, showing his game plan early. Kraus mentioned before the fight that if Khajevand secures top position, there are very few middleweights who can handle his wrestling. His background is impressive. A member of the German Bundesliga wrestling team, helping shape their national squad, and even earning German citizenship through his contributions to the sport. But Khajevand shrugs off the first attempt, staying composed. Still, Khajevand is dangerous on the break. He loves to clinch, grab that Thai plum, and rip a shovel uppercut, a punch that's already earned him highlight reel knockouts. Both fighters made weight yesterday at 84.4 kilos, though Wawrzyniak rehydrated and came in 2 kilos heavier later that evening. Even so, Khajevand looks like the bigger man broad, powerful, and explosive. His low guard style draws opponents in, always threatening to slip under for the takedown. And there it is, perfectly timed right in the center of the cage, exactly as planned. Now we'll see what he can do from this dominant position. Inside the octagon now, and like you said, Khajevand timed that takedown perfectly, smooth and effortless. We saw earlier in the Camel versus Zada fight how tough it is to secure a takedown against the cage, but in the open space, Khajevand used his opponent's forward momentum against him with brilliant timing and clean technique. Once you're down in the center, without the cage to help you wall walk, it's so much harder to get back up. He's inching toward the fence, but Khajevand throws in that old-school trick hand over the mouth, a classic Pascal Kraus move, and yes, Kraus is right there in his corner tonight. For now, Wawrzyniak is just hanging on, hoping the referee intervenes. Khajevand crosses the legs, working to pass guard, but he's got to be careful not to leave that arm exposed because Wawrzyniak is dangerous off his back. This isn't just stalling, he wants a stand-up because he knows his best chance is on the feet. Passing the guard is tough when your opponent locks it down and refuses to open up. Khajevand needs to posture and create some space. That's the third warning from the referee, so a stand-up could be coming soon. It's interesting how this fight even came together. Khajevand was originally set to face Mukmazuk, only for the fan-voted replacement to step in when Checo pulled out against Yoko. He was preparing for a wrestler, while Wawrzyniak was training for Mate Piñas, who's the complete opposite of Khajevand's style. Still, Khajevand is adapting well, maintaining control, and trying to advance while the referee allows it, back on the feet after the stand-up. And this is a clash of completely different styles. Wawrzyniak is the tall, rangy striker, while Khajevand brings that classic double-leg, Iranian wrestling base, though he's shown he can box as well. Both land heavy right hands in the exchange, and suddenly it turns into that rock'em, sock'em robot style that Khajevand doesn't want to get caught in. Wawrzyniak just refuses to go away. The punishment he's absorbed in his last 2 fights proves his chin might be the best in the promotion. Khajevand keeps his hands dangerously low, which helped set up the earlier takedown, but against a power puncher like Wawrzyniak, it could be costly. There's that uppercut again from Khajevand, he's finding it, but notice how Wawrzyniak is staying disciplined, keeping range, and not overcommitting. Still, the danger builds with every clean shot Khajevand lands, because he only needs one big hammer to change the fight. And while Wawrzyniak's chin has been ironed so far, his nose is clearly damaged, blood streaming, mouth open as he breathes. So far, it's been an excellent showing from Khajevand, mixing discipline with pressure. But he can't afford to get reckless, because Wawrzyniak is always one wild exchange away from turning things around. Great hips there, and now Khajevand is in on the neck. Just as we were saying, throwing kicks against a wrestler like him is a dangerous gamble. Great sprawl there, and Wawrzyniak immediately grabs for the neck. Smart reactions from the Polish fighter. Remember, 3 points of contact on the ground at all times. His knee and foot are down as he tries to stand. Needs to be careful here. Khajevand dives forward with those wild hooks, but again that stiff right hand lands for Wawrzyniak. Sharp jab follows, and Khajevand has to watch himself as he drifts left into the power side. Beautiful little uppercut from Khajevand too, slipping his head as he throws really slick work. Now he's the one pressing forward, showing off impressive striking. That jab keeps snapping Wawrzyniak's head back, and it's so effective because it shoots up from that low guard, almost invisible until it lands. But just when it looked like Khajevand was taking over, Wawrzyniak changes levels, gets the takedown. Hard to say if he slipped or used the momentum of that overhand, but either way it worked. That's the experience of the Polish veteran struggling to find his rhythm on the feet, getting tagged by the jab and uppercut, so he flips the script and takes it to the mat. Smart adjustment. Khajevand tries to scramble up, but he leaves his neck-exposed guillotine attempt. Wawrzyniak sits through, switches sides, and stays calm. Blood is pouring now from Wawrzyniak's nose, but he's safe, survives the choke, and even passes guard. Now he's in full mount hug shift in momentum. This is where you see the class of Wawrzyniak, changing the dimensions of the fight and putting himself in a dominant position after a rough stretch on the feet.